Good afternoon. This is Mitch Tarr, president and founder of ZenMarketing.com. This week we're going to do another cycling example. I was the Tour de Giro, or the Giro d'Italia Tour is starting tomorrow, and so I've been thinking about cycling. I trundle over to one of my favorite sites of bike manufacturers, the trekbikes.com, and I look around for some place to sign up. I want to hear what's going on in the Trek world. And I have to get down, again, I have to scroll down to the bottom of the page, and I find something, email updates, and it says sign up for email updates and we'll deliver special offers and new product updates straight to your inbox. So not a great benefit, but they did use the get started button instead of a submit button. So again, a good example of getting that right. Something though that I know that it's probably not one of their most important things, but wherever possible, you want to get the sign up form or an email update offer above the fold in your website and not just bury it at the bottom as a last minute thing. Of all of the valuable things that you can get a visitor to do, joining your list is probably one of the most important things. Kind of above and beyond having them just browse a few things and leave you forever. So keep that in mind. Try not to let your email updates offer end up buried at the bottom of the page, as so many people do. So I hit the Get Started button. I get taken to the page here that says Connect with Trek and get great stuff. And the copy here is just a little bit different, but I would use this page. You've got the, well, you can't see the whole page here, but they do have the real estate to put whatever they want here. So I might put a few extra goodies in here to really define or give you some benefits as to why you should sign up. I would try and sell it a little bit. So basically I fill in the form and I hit the submit button. Or I hit the button to get on the list. But just before I do, I noticed something. The middle of the page, right underneath what you just saw, they have a secondary feature, and it's called the optional section. And it says, tell us a little bit more about yourself so we can tailor our offerings to suit your interests. And this is really valuable to do. Now, what's interesting about it is road biking and mountain biking people, there's some folks that do both, but they tend to be kind of different camps. If you're a hardcore road biker, you tend to be that kind of person. If you're a hardcore mountain biker, you tend to be that kind of person. And I know I ride with people that do both, but as an audience, if you are a road biker, you want to hear about road biking stuff. And you don't want to hear much about mountain biking stuff. If you don't have a preference, you'll just leave this be. But for those people that do have a preference, it eliminates those irrelevant emails for things that aren't of interest to them. So that's really a nice little feature. And if for the groups that type off or check off cycling vacations, they've just basically raised their hand and said, hey, I'm a segment that's interested in cycling vacations, and have suddenly become a really targeted audience. Interesting, they ask for birthday. Presumably they'll send me a birthday wish. Gender, also interesting to ask for. Choose a country. That's very good to do. So just so that you know geographically where people are, and again, so that you can keep things relevant to your audience. So this was really a nice feature. You don't see it very often, but it allows you to start segmenting your audience right from the beginning. I like the fact that it's optional, because remember, the more that you ask for, the less that you will get in terms of opt-ins. And then I get to the thank you page. Thanks for your feedback and signing up. Interestingly enough, I didn't provide any feedback. There was no room to do it. So right away, they throw a little bit of a curveball at me. Most of the time, I'm not going to do anything different with it, but there's just going to be a little resonance in my brain that went, maybe I missed something. It's going to leave me with a little bit of uncertainty. And you don't want uncertainty when you're going to ask them to do something else, which is immediately following up, it says, for up to the minute info and offers, connect with Trek on Facebook and Twitter. So what they're trying to do is basically build up their little social media presence, which is fine. However, on a thank you page, you have an opportunity to maybe create a higher and better offer, a secondary offer. So you've completed the first step, which is do your sign up. And as a result of that, you're basically ready to do something else. The thank you page is where you can make that secondary offer. And it might be a more valuable offer. It might be something, if you're an e-commerce provider, it could be a place where you can offer people to buy something, like a first customer offer. It could be a survey. It could be, there's all kinds of stuff you can do on this page. Most people just leave it lie at this. this is a good thing that they ask you to get to Facebook and or Twitter. So, they're making a little bit more of an effort than what you see on a lot of thank you pages. And many people don't even use a thank you page. So this is just a reminder, make sure you use a formal and dedicated thank you page. Personally, I think it should be personalized. It should have something on it that shows that there's a company with real people in it and not just, Robotron web pages that flash from space to base. So what did I notice then? I went to my inbox. I waited. I didn't get anything. I didn't get a welcome message. I didn't get anything that said anything else. And I think this is a really big missed opportunity. Big, big, big. And the reason it is a missed opportunity is the welcome message puts Trek in your inbox immediately. And what I like to do is tie the thank you page to the inbox welcome message and let people know, there's going to be a message in your inbox. It's going to be there immediately. Go take a look at it. It could have a coupon in it. It could have an offer. It could have a special letter from the president. It could have, a note from our sponsors. There could be a million things you could put in there. But the important thing is, don't stop at the thank you page. This is your opportunity to kind of begin the relationship. So don't leave me hanging until the next newsletter or the next piece of information comes out. Start the communication and keep it going right away. This is where the welcome message would be the first message in your autoresponder series. So the autoresponder series are the automatic messages that follow this one that start to build the relationship. So don't ignore those. They're really pretty valuable. So what can you take away from this? Make it easy to find your sign-up form. Get it above the fold wherever possible. Don't stop at the thank you page. Make sure you have a welcome email that happens right after that. And I like the segmenting here. It's really good. If you want to start doing segmenting, that's a good example of how to do it, especially if you are signing, if you have lots of opportunities for people to do different things in different places. So there's a couple of good examples of things done well. And of course, like we always find, an opportunity to do things much, much better. So if you've been following along with these tips, you will discover that if you do all of the things that are suggested, you'll have email marketing campaigns and sign-up processes that are better than from some of the big brands that you see in the world. So keep up the good work. We will talk to you next time. Of course, you can always go to zenmarketing.com/help and find out how we can do the work for you, or you can also discover email training programs and free videos on nospamemailmarketing.com. We will see you next time.